Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Ready? 180. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Gun. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike. Hey, let's get this.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 20.
Now Newton. Escaping the and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Gun. Here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
On first down, Armstrong. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Let's go. Henry. Mike 57.
Now a give right side. It's Armstrong. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Mike 57. I got one. 57. Mike 57. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
From the gun on third down, it's Taylor. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenny Galladay, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Here we go. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They'll run on first down. Langston. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Switch gears.
The Eagles' 47-yard line.
Gun. Hey! Look at it.
Off play action. Newton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Here's Newton. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins.
The Eagles pick up the 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Mike 57. Watch the curl.
On first down. It's Armstrong. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. 7-7, our score after one. Right back to him on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, it's Armstrong. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down. On third down, Taylor eluding the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone will pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Here's Newton. And he finds Penny. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
What's that? Ready? Check my 21. Bandit.
Now Newton on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Armstrong. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Here's Taylor on third down. He finds Beckham, complete. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is, when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
The point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2.
Let's go!
At their own 39-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
It's second and 8 at the Eagles' 45-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
8.
They fake the give. Newton flushed out right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Ready? I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Gun. Ready?
On first down, it's Newton. He completes it to Jones. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This thrown quickly out to Jones. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
At the 7-yard line.
That's it. 180. Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
On second down now, Langston. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Rolling to his right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. In the final seconds of the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Check right 33. Check right 33. Here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Right check 33.
Third and long, it's Taylor. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenny Golladay, 78 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And some room to maneuver. 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Armstrong. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. On third down, it's Armstrong. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down, Philadelphia.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Connor. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
43-yard line.
On second down, it's Armstrong. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Mike 5. I got him. Zoom. Mike 5. I smell fear.
To throw is Taylor from the gun on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. L.J. Collier gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Newton. Going up top. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the interception, here's Taylor. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have now moved out in front. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Newton, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Check 9.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
fielded at the 20. "35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Now Taylor on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. Armstrong.
You ain't doing nothing today.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Trey Hendrickson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Langston. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready. Let's go one more. Say. 8.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. That's caught by Penny. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Take 4.
Newton now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Gun.
They snap it to Newton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Another costly turnover, their second of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
But it's football.
Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. To throw is Taylor. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 28. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
Being chased out left. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Play action. Now Taylor. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On second down now. It's Armstrong. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now it's Taylor. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Now it's Newton. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. From the red zone now, Newton. He'll find Metcalf. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ready?
Ready? 6-yard line.
Red Gray.
Like 20. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Ready?
Now Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They'll run on first down. It's Armstrong, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll be a second and long.
Check, bust it. Switch,
From midfield now, here's Taylor. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Taylor to throw. And he's going to go down again. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And say what you want about CenturyLink Field up in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory. So for Philadelphia, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the